Hi, everybody. This is free mediumship readings with Beth, and hopefully people will come on so I can do some readings. I'm going to look and see if I have you on my feed. And there, I just got the notification. So there I am. And I don't need to hear my voice talking more than I already am. Okay. So before we get people on here that would like to receive a free reading, I would like to talk about the Center for Spiritual Enlightenment, which is in New York, where the Reverend Jeannie, who goes live on Tuesdays on Facebook and Wednesdays on YouTube, will be doing her Spirit Communication Circle again starting this Friday. Also, I still have the reading special, $23 for every half hour. If you want a half an hour, just $23. If you want an hour, 46, and another half hour, I think it's 69. So it's very, very reasonable. I'm glad to be back on this week. I was sick last week, so I apologize. I don't want to miss my shows, and sorry, I'm just trying to get this straightened out. But last week I did because I didn't feel well, and I'm so very sorry for that. Um, for anybody that's new on here, I just ask please that if you like the show, that you hit the subscribe button and share it out where you can. Tell your friends about it. It's free readings, an hour a week on YouTube, Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. U.S. Mountain Standard Time, and Facebook on Monday nights at 7 p.m. U.S. Mountain Standard Time, and it is called Velas, is the name on Facebook, VELES. Okay. There's a couple other people doing this as well that are also with the Center for Spiritual Enlightenment through the Reverend Jeannie Carey, and that is Paul Casino, Sunday evenings. You'll have to find him on Facebook for his times, but he's outstanding. And Sky Morgan on Wednesday and Thursday nights. And I believe it's 8 p.m. U.S. Mountain Standard Time for his show, so it would be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's see who's on. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy that y'all are here because I did miss you last week. So, and I usually ask, just, I think everybody knows that I'm a spiritualist medium. I can do psychic readings. I can also contact people that have crossed over to the other side. So, if there's somebody that you'd like me to contact, it will help me um, if you give me a name, okay, or put their name up in block letters. And if not, then I just know that maybe you just want a psychic reading. You want to know about love or money or, what's coming in your life. Okay. Hi, Charlotte. How are you? Hmm. Okay. Uh, there's a man with you. I feel like it's kind of dad energy, or well, it feels like dad energy. Okay, and if it's not your real dad, then to me it would be like a stepdad. Um, anyway, he's saying you feel deprived. Okay, is the word that he's using, and to me, and I know you'd asked me before about children, and I said that I saw you having one, and I still do. But it's not just that; it's everything with this whole situation that the world that the globe is in right now. Okay, it's attention. It's money. It just there's a feeling of that you're completely alone against the world. Nothing to really hold on to. Just you know, uh, uh, I guess it's a feeling of just real. It's not really sad. It's lonely. So I hope that makes sense. But to fix that, Spirit is saying that, and this is for everybody. I'm going to say this, but it's coming up for you, Charlotte. Okay, life is not happening to us; it's happening for us. Okay, and that just seems like a huge chunk to swallow. Okay, however, um, everything that has happened, Charlotte, has brought you to this place where you're at now, where you're really strong and you can help so many people. Also, you can handle so much more than the average person, and you may not give yourself that credit. So, Spirit's giving it to you. And um, we need to manifest child energy around you, Charlotte, okay? If you can work with children, you can do anything with children, manifest that energy around you, okay? Think about it. Think about yourself having a child. See yourself holding this child. See yourself, with the child on the hips during dinner. Okay, this is how manifestation happens. If you focus on this for even just a couple minutes every day, it will happen faster. And in reference to the finances, it's like I'm being shown blocks. Um, that are bricks, and it's building, building, building. So each time I put a brick in, more money comes, and it's a building situation. So think about what that entails in reference to your gifts, and they're saying you don't have to stay where you're miserable. And I hope that makes sense, love. Oh, Erin, yay, you figured it out. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to look and see if anybody put up names here.
Yes.
Okay.
Edna Bailey.
Edna Bailey put up.
Dave or Tim. They're friends.
Okay. That's funny, Edna. Dave or Tim. Because I do see the friendship between the two of them. And there was a show many years ago, Edna. I hate to say it because then it kind of gives away my age, but it was called Laugh-In, and there were two men on that show that kind of bantered back and forth with each other, and it made for a lot of comedy. And I see the same with Dave and Tim. I see them interacting with each other in a funny, bantering back and forth kind of way. And that they're still doing this, and um, they're just very connected. They're of the same vibration. So even on the other side, they're still together, and they work on things together. And one thing they're showing me is working on vehicles, um and helping, just helping people with transportation. Now, transportation on the other side is going to be different than it is here. So that's why I'm using the word transportation. Okay. But I'm just going to say that Dave and Tim are helping people with transportation on the other side. And also, they come through. It takes so much love for a spirit to come through, and talk to us here. Um, but I mean, I think that the main message for you is how much they just miss being in your home, in your space with you, and your energy, and they can feel it. Um, it and they still miss it, but they do look in on you, and there's a jingling sound. It isn't like a wind chime kind of jingle, okay? And it's not like a sleigh bell kind of jingle. It's just like a not even like an opening the door kind of jingle. Like if you go to a business and the door jingles, it's just a ting. It's like a little bell. If you had a little bell and it jingles, that sound, when you hear it, it will be Dave and Tim around you. So I hope that makes sense, love. Did you get your message, Charlotte? Erin, do you want to put up a name, hon? Tony Roxanne, hi, how you doing? Tony, you want to know about relationships. So I need the individual's name if you can give it to me. Actually, I mean, I don't need it, but it will help me move a little quicker. Hi, Bobby Joe. There is a female spirit with you, Bobby Joe, and she is, oh my gosh, you ever see the movie Nanny McPhee? Okay, this is what this woman reminds me of. Okay, she's like super organized, everything's in its place. It's almost like a Mary Poppins kind of character as well, but for adults. She's telling me that she's helping you with a relationship, tidying it up, because there's been baggage, and there's been and it's really not on your part so much. It's helping the other individual, but helping the both of you communicate. I think you're going to say to me, "Is it over?" And I'm going to tell you no. Okay, I'm just giving you what spirit gives me. That's all I can do is just say what spirit says to me. Doesn't have to make sense to me, just has to make sense to you. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, that's for Tony Roxanne. Okay, and I do with this individual that you love, I do feel some depression, and I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just going to say that I feel some depression, and that could be part of the tidying up that this individual needs to do for this to continue in a positive way. Okay. You can't do it all. Your spirit is telling me to tell you, Tony, you cannot do the whole relationship yourself. There's two people in it. Two people need to work on it. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense, love. Okay, Bobby Joe. Spirit is telling me you're a queen. I know I had a message like that for somebody the other day. And I feel like it has a lot to do with your responsibilities, the everything that you have to deal with, and also your spiritual path. The gifts that you have that you haven't really completely opened up yet, that you're working on or looking for. How do I fully open this up? How, where do I go from here? And Reverend Jeannie's course teaches us that the best way to learn is the cooperative method with other people. Okay, because when one sees something, others can as well see the same thing, and they know that it's real. Okay, so what I see with you is that you not being sure that what you see is real, and I'm going to tell you it is. Okay, and if you're close to Reverend Jeannie, please go to her circles on Friday nights. It's amazing. It's an amazing experience. I feel it would be a good idea for everyone to do it once. And if you don't fall in love with it, that's okay. It's not for you. However, most people do fall in love with it. And it's very meditative and relaxing and just wonderful. Okay. But I do, and there's also a male that was a friend of yours, Bobby Joe, that I see coming through from the other side. And he is, okay, for one thing, he's talking to me about pickles or pickled something. Okay, like pickled, it's not pickled beets, but pickling. Just, something having to do with that sort of food. Okay. And that's something that he doesn't get where he is. I hope you know who this is, love.
Valerie
Hi, Valerie. Valerie is your daughter's. Is your daughter was married to Tom?
Brittany was her name.
Right. Your daughter's name is Brittany, but she was she was married to Tom, is that correct?
I think she's too
young. Okay, I'm gonna wait for your answer, okay? I'm gonna wait for your answer because okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see, Valerie, if she'll come forward, okay? Why is she talking to me about caricatures, like caricature drawings? Okay. She showed me that there was an illness. She's saying she's sorry. She's saying, you did everything. You did everything, for her. And she's talking about food. She's talking about fast food, like French fries and hamburgers. And I don't know why she said granola bars to me. She did say that, she's still there and she knows you hear her. She knows you hear her whispering. And that's your kind of your own little secret that you get to talk to her. You get to hear her. You can't quite hear what she's saying, but you can hear her whispers and you know she's there. And then you have fear. Is it really her? Yes, it's really her. Yes, it's really her. Okay. And there's a cat. There's a cat with her. This cat is gray. Okay. She's, she's continuing to grow and learn. Spiritualism teaches us that when children cross over to the other side, they continue to grow and learn. So, one of the things that she loves to do, besides jumping around, okay, jumping, so much energy, okay. Um, it's just amazing, just really, really excited. She's so excited right now. It may just be that she's jumping up and down right now because she's so excited that someone can see her. And I feel a real tough energy with her, a real thick skin, like she could handle a lot. She was super strong and brave, and then at the same time, kind of a girly girl sort of, personality. But she loves animals, and she loves you, and she loves cake, and she loves, making things in the kitchen with you. And she's still there, and she's still doing that. And she's talking about the doorknob, um, that she's opening or turning, and it is her. It is her. She just wants to you to fully know that it's her and say, I love you too, Brittany. And she will know 100% that you're not afraid and that you know it's her. Um, she's got a lot of sort of stardust energy, like, just this sort of peaceful, um, just glittery kind of, um, heavenly, loving the stars, loving the cosmos. Um, she really is about stardust, about when you look up into the sky and you're looking at a star or you're looking at the moon, you and Brittany are looking at it together. That's what she wants to be, your thing between you and her. Um, I hope that makes sense, love. And you can always contact me if I need to interpret something differently. Okay. You can PM me on Messenger under Beth McGee. Anytime you need to, hun. Yes, you can, Tony Roxanne. I try to get to everybody, but I may not. And it helps if you give a name instead of just asking for anyone. All right. What? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. I'm so glad she loves cats. So it's really her, Valerie, is what I'm trying to say. So that when you have that fear, this is what Spirit is trying to help you with. Is am I crazy? Am I really seeing this? I want it so bad that is it just there because I want it, or is it real? It's real. Okay, this is proven. Spiritualism is a religion and a science. It is proven scientifically. Okay, so it's real. I'm here to tell you it's real. Okay, so just allow it. Just allow it to just flow in. All right. Where she's living now, also, it's more of a country sort of atmosphere, and it's like a farm or a ranch. She has a horse there. Okay, she has lessons. She's caring for a horse, and it's a tan horse. I don't know. I guess Palomino is what she's saying to me. Um, and a black tail, black mane, or yeah, mane and tail. I'm sorry. Um, and she's brushing this. She can really speak to animals. It's amazing. It's a gift. Um, it's she's good. She's all right. No more pain. Hi, Mr. Perfect. Do you have anyone in particular, Mr. Perfect, that you would like me to contact? Because I do get a female energy around you. Um, I would have to go with that. This is a mom figure, okay? Could if it's not a mom, it could be a grandma, but it feels more like a mom, and it's there's oh, it hurts. There's so much pain there. Um, with you, with the loss of this individual. And actually, there's another woman that's younger that comes in with this mom figure. I get Italian. She's talking to me about Italy, about so I think that that's where she's created her home in an environment that looks like that. Okay. Um, wow, amazing cooking, and just I can smell it. In the home, it's the manigata, the ziti, the nice red wine, classy woman. Um, that knew a lot about taking care of people, and really I feel like this has been your your role model. And then the younger one is someone that was a friend that seems kind of like a hippie chick to me. Um, this woman that seems like a mom figure. She she has this huge bag, like a tote, and in it is things like a stethoscope and a blood pressure machine. So I feel like she could have been a nurse, or she is um, just a caregiver. Because if it's not literal, it could be symbolic, meaning that there's she gives care. She helps people wherever she goes, and that's the person that she is. So much love for you, so much love, and so proud, and so much nurturing, and she continues to nurture from where she is, and she I don't know why she's talking about glaze, as if she made a certain type of cake or something that you loved that was glazed a certain way. Okay, um, she thinks that you are Mr. Perfect because you're beautiful in every way. She's saying inside and out. You want people to think that you're so and I'm sorry, I have to say what's being given, but you want people to feel that you have this hard shell, and you do. Okay, you do. You're you're tough, and you've got thick skin, yet on the inside you have this huge heart, and you're like a teddy bear, and you have these all these emotions that you're not sure what to do with. And um I'm seeing, like, you know, that now your life is kind of changing, and you're seeing things differently, and you may allow someone to love you now, or you really truly love you, where maybe in the past you were too afraid to do that. And I hope that makes sense, love. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Oh, thanks for writing that, Sally. Genie circles are awesome. That's so true. Okay. Um, so let's put up some names, guys, if you want me to contact somebody. Otherwise, I'm just going to give you, whatever comes in. Erin, how are you, hun? So we were talking, I think once or a couple times, about meditation and how it can be hard. And what Spirit right now is talking to me about, and it's simple psychic message, really, but it's about walking. It's about getting out there every day and taking a walk, and just enjoying what we have out in this world, in this beautiful world that I could easily see you, learning about every single flower and herb there is, and planting a little garden. Grandma's there, and she wants to help you with it. And um, she's grandma's having all kinds of memories about you. Okay, um, like on a tricycle, and all these things that you did with chalk, and just cute things. And this is how she'll always see you. Okay, there's not um, probably not going to change no matter how old you get. But that energy that you have, that's just so sweet, like an angel. Take walks, and she will take them with you. And you know how much. So trees are just life giving, and take a walk, and spend some time around the trees, Erin. This is very healing for you. Okay, love. Let's see where I am. Michael C. Good to see you too, Michael. How are you? I will be starting spirit communication circles up here again, Michael, as well. Not sure when. Since Governor Bullock kind of pushed us back a couple weeks, I need to wait, and I need to get a new venue because Limber Tree closed down downtown. So I'm working on that. In the meantime, this once upon a time you told me a story, Michael, about a family, okay? And it's your family, okay? Um, as above, so below. I believe you do know what that means. Okay, we manifest above before we manifest below, because it has to happen in our aura. It has to happen in our higher self before it actually happens in this moment, this conscious reality that we're living. Okay, you've now manifested it to happen here. So that person, that very same person that you I'm trying to be very careful on the wording that I use here. That very same person that you have been involved with now comes into this physical space. And it's through a bookstore. And it feels to me very much like Barnes and Noble. Okay. Or I don't know what other ones. I know it's not Barjan's. It feels like Barnes and Noble. And it could also be like a coffee shop where they also have books. But this is in the now, okay? So I'm going to leave you with that, love. You're not old, Erin. That's funny. But okay, I respect what you're saying. Um, Bobby Joe, are you, I mean, I gave you a reading. I'm not sure about the guidance. What part? I mean, is it, are we, we are talking about working with the spiritual gifts. So I'm going to just recommend the very first thing that you do to work on that is to go to one of Jeannie's circles, and also maybe to contact her and just have a conversation about, what the classes entail. I know that you're seeing and feeling a lot of things and thinking that it's your own emotions, and it's not. Okay, it's spirit around you, and it is something that we need to learn as seekers, as people that choose to become mediums, as people that are mediums. We learn it over time, the difference between what we think and what spirit is telling us, and that may be one of the hardest things about mediumship and learning it. However, I do see you excelling at this. And there's a child, Bobby Joe, there is a child, and this child is on the other side, and it's a girl. And I would say she was 2 or 3, and she's telling you that she's there. She just wants you to know she's there, and she's like hugging your leg. So if you feel something on your leg, that's what it is. Okay, I'm going to call her Brianna. Okay, because that's the name that she has been given. Okay, so please, when you feel that, don't try to feel it, but when you do, it's her. Okay, YOLO. Your message was retracted, so I don't know what you would like to hear about. Hi, Ashley Griffin. Let's see, Crystal. I just have a hard time with your last name. And then I have my phone port. I'm gonna take this off for a minute so I can read it. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Sorry. Hi, Mimi. All right. Where was I? Oh my gosh. Okay. Crystal Camialan. Franklin. I love this man. I mean, he's so just smart and worldly, and has so many good stories to tell, and then funny at the same time. And he's talking to me about sugar, and I don't think it's like a sugar mill or anything. I think it's just sugar that um, he's not willing to give up. It's not something he wants to give up. I think he was supposed to give it up, but he's not willing to do so, and that's how he's living over there. Um, for I know that he was not a goldsmith by trade, or like a jewelry maker. However, he can make these things, and there's something that you have that he gave you in reference that would be like a bracelet, or a watch, or something that you would wear on your wrist, that he himself made, or got you, that you were gifted by him. This man, is charming and a gentleman, and so much love for you. There's a particular couch or chair in your living room that he likes to sit in, and he's telling me that it's avocado green. Okay, or if it's not avocado green, it's an off color of green. Okay, like an odd, a different kind of green. Okay, um, and he says that's his chair, and that's where he sits and he reads, and his specs. He wears his specs, and also does a pretty good view of the outside, which he loves. You know, he actually loves looking at the snow. Um, and this is the type of environment that he lives in. It's very similar to where he lived when he was here, kind of a more rural community, with snow, and just something with him and dogs. He's talking to me about a connection between him and dogs, um, and he does have dogs there, and he there's a watch. There's a pocket watch, the real nice ones, the kind that's like on a chain. You could put it in your pocket, and there's a chain with it. Um, and it's gold. It's really, really nice. I don't know who has that, but he is so excited to see you and get to talk to you, and comes through with so much love. And so he's talking about your steps. He wants your steps fixed because he's afraid someone's going to fall. He says there's something, some kind of damage to the, under the steps, to where a step could, and I think this is outside, okay, that someone might fall or might not be safe. And it's not like a fatality, but it is something that he would like to see fixed as soon as possible. And I hope that makes sense, love. Okay, Mimi. Okay. Very sweet, Mimi. I mean, I know that he feels you're very, very sweet, kind, loving, generous. Okay. You, um, and at the same time, you tell it like it is. Okay. And then you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and you're sweet. Um, I know he believes it. I know he believes every word you wrote, Mimi. Okay. I hope, I know he takes it to heart, and I'm going to tell you right now that he has some guilt. All right. There's some guilt attached to what he read in that letter. All right. Um, that he may not be holding up his end of the bargain and needs to do a better job. So I'm looking, to see if spirit will show me, and I do feel him trying. I do feel him trying to do a better job of communicating, staying in touch, and being more attentive. Okay. Since he received that letter, because he does have some guilt, and we don't want people to have guilt, because guilt is kind of a wasted emotion, and it's the vibration of guilt is not high. Okay. It's a lower vibe. Okay. So we don't want him to feel guilty. We want him to maybe see what he can do to communicate, where the two of you can communicate in a way that's healthy, that helps the relationship build. Okay. Hi, Ashley Griffin. Jessica, yes, Jessica Belk. I'm gonna say yes, because I've seen this before with birds, butterflies, dragonflies, also pennies. Okay. um that animals will, or they can kind of guide an animal to you. It's not actually them, but they are guiding it to, um so that you can see it where you can't see them as clearly. And Tom is sorry. I have to tell you that Tom is sorry, that he left, um, with things unfinished. Okay. Not only emotional things, however, work that needs to be done. Okay. He wants you to be taken care of. Okay. And, um, and, that's his main concern. We want him to be able to move on, though. We want him to move on to life. We don't want him to stay sticking around worrying. I don't feel he is, but there is kind of a slight, I don't want to go on. I don't want to go on because I want to make sure that Jessica's okay. I want to make sure she's, can stay where she is and keep things that, we built together. Okay. Hold on a second. I have to hear what he's saying to me. I think he wants you to clear out everything that you don't need out of the residence. Okay. And just keep, he wants you to live, to minimalize. Okay. Minimalistically. Okay. There's some things that just need to be gotten rid of, and it may not just be his things. All right. For whatever reason this is important to him, I know you'll understand. I may not understand. That's okay. And then he's talking to me about carvings, and he wants you to do whatever you have to do to stay where you are and be okay mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Okay. Um, and he is sorry. He's so deeply sorry. And the thing where you're going to feel him the most has to do with your feet. Okay. I don't know if he's tickling your feet or what, rubbing them, rubbing the bottom of your feet, rubbing your toes. Okay. This is him. Okay. Um, and he's very protective of you, and there is a little bit of jealousy there. So going forward, no, because he hasn't outgrown this yet. And when you talk to other men, I'm saying going forward, you may, we'll work on that when we get there. Right now, just feel him. He loves you. Okay. And I hope that makes sense, love. Tammy, is there someone?
Somebody just asked an interesting question.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, Beth Wells. She asked, can a parent that she never met but has crossed over, can they come through?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I
Yes,
thought.
Beth Wells. Yes,
George,
absolutely.
her dad, George.
Yes, a parent that you've never met or any spirit that you've never met can come through. A lot of people will say, well, not a lot of people, but every once in a while someone will say, well, I didn't know that person. That makes no difference. They know you, okay? And they're in a place of so much more understanding and expanded consciousness than we are. Um, you know, so yes, even ancestors going years back can come through, and we may give the message and the person will say, well, I don't know who that is. We just ask that you keep an open mind and accept the message and write it down and accept that this is somebody that's, an ancestor coming through for you, and we'll usually be able to tell you why. I want to come to Ms. Levon after this, but what was his name again? George. Okay. Okay, he's smoking, so that's the first thing I'm going to give you. And I don't know if he's doing that to prove that's who he was. If people told you stories about him, there's I see someone who's capable of being a hard worker, and then is one. But he's doing something with garbage, and I'm not. It's like he's dumping it out. So I don't know what his field of work. If it could possibly entail working with, like for the garbage for the city or something. I see the man that I see has dark hair and dark eyes. Okay. And so he's sad. All right. He's been sad over this issue that he has not been able to get close to you. He's still working on, this is not something he ever believed in. And he's still working on, I just see him being religious, Christian, wearing a cross, praying the rosary. And this is now, okay. I would say that he comes from a Catholic family, is what Spirit is showing me. And that now that's carried through to over there, and that's what he believes, and that's fine. That's wonderful. But he doesn't know too much about communication. He knows that I see him, and then at the same time, he may not be thrilled with me, because Spirit needs to be able to trust as well. And they have to, they will go to the person that they know sees them, whose vibration is most like their own. And then at the same time, our vibrations may not be alike, and I just may be doing the show, and then you come on, and I'm the only one here that can bring him through. There's a lot of emotion here, a lot of emotion for you too. And I know that there's sort of a shutdown, kind of like I love him, and then at the same time, I don't know if I'm you, you know what I mean? I don't know how to feel. And For him, it's that he's angry at himself for it, and that's something that we need to. We're just going to pray that he lets go of, because he will get to know you more and more as time goes on, and he may not be somebody that really liked a lot of people. Okay. He may have kind of liked to keep to himself a little bit. Although when he was around people, people loved him. Really, how he felt though was he preferred, to kind of be out of the scene of a lot of people. I feel like he was very, very self-sufficient. Okay. And could fish and live off the land. And I know he saw you. I know he saw you, or a picture of you at one point in the physical world, because that's what he's talking to me about. A picture of you in a dress. And I believe the dress is pink, and you're his pride. That's funny, because I suddenly thought of Stevie Ray Vaughan and Pride and Joy, that song, and then out comes You're His Pride and Joy. So I don't know if you ever heard that song, but listen to it, because it's like an extra message for you, love. Okay. Tammy Musso, how are you?
Miss Levon. We're going to do Miss Levon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to come back to you, Tammy. I want to do Miss Levon. If I can find you. I know I can. There you are. Okay. So there's so many spirits around you. So much activity, Ms. Levon. It's hopping. Okay. Hopping with electric spirit activity. Okay. I tell you what, I watched this show, and it's called Penny Dreadful City of Angels. I watched the original Penny Dreadful, and I just kind of fell into this one. Didn't think I would like it so much, but I do. And there's a woman. She's a beautiful Mexican woman with lots of children. All right. It's part of the storyline, and she prays to a saint. All right. This is how I see you, Ms. Levant, praying. Okay. Praying to saints, praying to having an altar, having a beads, and this beautiful area where you pray. All right. And it kind of looks like a little bit hippie-ish, because I see kind of tapestries and like sunshine and just a beautiful tribute to a saint or saints. Okay. And some of it, is related to like the religion of voodoo or Yoruba, because we do have to be a baptized Catholic in order to be a voodoo practitioner. I'm not saying that you're a voodoo practitioner or a Yoruban one, but what I'm saying is that you have that potential. The power is in you from the bloodlines. From the bloodlines is what this woman is saying to me, that looks like the woman on Penny Dreadful City of Angels. I think Maria. Okay, Maria. She works as a house sitter, or well, she's the. I wouldn't say she was a maid, because she takes care of the children, but she goes to this house every day of a doctor. She cooks, she cleans, she watches the children, and she has a fantastic relationship with the children that the doctor has, and then with her own children. There's a struggle, and she's alone. Her husband has passed away. But it's just a beautiful character. But anyway, this woman that I'm seeing, and I am going to call her Maria, because there's something with you and a Maria, and I do feel this is a guide. She keeps you out of trouble, and she keeps you straight on your path to spirituality. Nothing is a coincidence. Okay, this is for everyone. It is all synchronicity. Okay, it's all happening for us when it's meant to, when we're ready to accept it. Okay, and I hope that makes sense, love. Okay, so now what was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying.
Musso, you said.
Tammy Musso. Okay. Okay, so you're asking about guides. There's something very strong with your guides about protecting yourself, and it's not because anything's going to happen, but I don't know if you've ever done jujitsu or any form of karate, or that's around you or in your kind of something that you would want to do yourself or want your children to do. But this is what one of your spirit guides is doing, and I have to listen to him talking to me. Okay, he said to me Raul, so that's the name I'm going with. All right. I mean, it has to be because that's what I heard. But here's what's funny. He kind of looks like, he does karate. He's got dark hair or brunette hair, darker eyes. I immediately think of the movie Karate Kid is what Spirit keeps showing me, but he doesn't look like that kid. Okay. I would say maybe that kid grown up in his 40s, okay, but not a young kid. But anyway, the energy is of protection. That's what he's there to do, is to teach you how to protect yourself. And it's not because something's going to happen. It's just because you do everything for everyone else and nothing for yourself, is what he's saying. Right now, he's here to help you learn to receive, okay? And to, bring your dreams to fruition, the things that you've wanted for so long and have not given yourself the time of day to do. Okay, like write a book, like about your life and all the things that have happened to you that would be amazing, that so many people would be interested in, like the extension on the house, like the which could really be happening in the garage. Okay. There's just so much that you don't do for you. It's time to receive, because if we don't receive, then we're stopping someone else from giving, right? And the chain is give and receive, give and receive. There's a song the Reverend Jeannie has always sung in her circles, because that's something that we do to raise the vibration, is sing. Okay. And I don't know the name of the song, but it says, from the I receive to the I give, together we share, and from this we live. If we are only givers and we aren't receivers, we are breaking the chain, and we need to keep that flowing. We need to keep that flowing. That's how it works. Okay, give and receive, give and receive. And that's the energy that this guy, Raul, is trying to teach you. And I hope that makes sense, love. Oh, hi, Hannah. Who would you like to talk to, Heather? How you doing, Hannah? I hope your man has calmed down a little bit. The last time he was so nervous. And there's a jealousy there, and it's not like negative. I mean, of course, jealousy is negative, but it's just fear, really. It's fear. If we're away from people too long that we love, then our mind, fear jumps in and goes, oh, you're not worrying about anything? Let me give you 50 things to worry about right now. Because it's negativity. Okay. That was happening to him. He was letting that in. And I do believe he's spiritual, Hannah. I do. And I think, the more you teach him about this, the better off, the safer he'll feel, and the more comfortable he'll feel. And one of his biggest fears is not being accepted fully by the family. So you may say to him he is, and he does not believe you. Okay. and the self-esteem is kind of low. You just keep loving, all right? And also loving yourself because you're building a baby, and that's a big job, okay? I hope that makes sense, love. Okay, where am I here? Sorry, guys. I'm just looking to see who Spirit pulls me to. Hi, Chella. Do you have a name, hon? And Kelsey.
She went to bed.
Kelsey went to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Chella, do you have a name, hon?
No.
Do you? All right. Let's talk, Chella, about being bored in the relationship, and let's talk about your dreams, how they are amazing and lucid. And so Spirit is trying to work with you with this. And there is such a thing as dreaming mediumship. It is a gift of mediumship. And I do not have this gift. I mean, I have on and off had it. I wouldn't say that was something that I regularly do. Okay. But here's what Spirit wants you to do, Chella, to enrich your life and to help you make some decisions and realize how Spirit is trying to talk to you, is to keep a notebook next to your bed, okay? When you wake up, notebook and pen, sorry. When you wake up, before you even get out of bed and get a cup of coffee, write down the dream every day, okay? You doesn't have to take forever. Because what happens is when we get out of bed and we walk to the coffee pot or to whatever we're getting to drink, for me it's tea, we start to already forget what the dream was about, okay? Write it down. And then I want you to look back on it. It doesn't have to be every day, but maybe every other day or every third day. Look back on what you wrote, okay? And you will see that there's so many messages in that for you that you will understand, that will be the right path. And you'll know that in your gut. Okay, love?
Okay, this next one, I don't want you to even look at the screens. I just am going to tell you what her name is and who she wants to hear from.
Okay.
Her name is Isabel Yang.
Okay.
She wants to hear from her dad.
Okay. No name?
Nope. No name. She just wants to hear from her dad.
Isabel Yang.
Isabel Yang.
And there's a heavy and deep sadness with this, Isabel. I mean, I feel like this was sudden, and there's something telling me that it's off. It's off. You know, there's a like it's fishy. Okay, like it's not believable. Okay, what maybe happened. And this is a very strong, powerful man. Okay, very strong and powerful, and not easily going down. Okay, not without a fight. Okay, and no, he wants you to know he's sorry. I could cry, really. It feels less of a man, is how he felt. He's talking to me about testosterone. I don't know why he's talking to me about testosterone and estrogen. Okay, I do not know. I hope it makes sense to you because I don't know. But also steroids. Okay, so it's some sort of, artificial. I'm my gosh, I can't find the words. It's an artificial way, emotion or feeling like we're one way or the other. Okay, what we are is what we are, and that's what we need to accept. And so he was able to do that. He was able to is able to accept himself now, was not able to when he was here, and is sorry about that, and is sorry that he was maybe not as kind as as you would have liked him to be. And there's a ferocious anger, okay, that just blows through, that kind of takes it all out of me. Like,
He died of cancer.
okay, but he didn't want to. This, he fought. He fought. Isabella, I don't know if you're a ballerina or ever were, but there's a song. Wow, that took so much energy. I'm sorry. Just give me a second here. This is a very passionate man. Okay. This is a man that you are his life. Okay. And you are the tiny dancer. Okay. There's a song by Elton John. I do not know the name of it. I don't know if it's Tiny Dancer, but you are like the entire world to him. Okay. And also, he becomes agitated if things aren't going right financially. And, he knows you were there. He knows. Okay. He knows that you wish you could have done more. Everything that you wanted to say that you didn't get to say, he knows. He already knows it. Okay. Angry? No, not at you. Angry at himself for leaving. Okay. But what a charismatic man when he was healthy, and is again a charismatic man. He wants you to be so careful when you are choosing friends and people to be around that you don't have blinders on. Okay. Because he feels that you are that way, that you're too trusting. He knows about the soup. He knows about the soup and the oyster crackers. He knows that you were, you were there. I'm not sure exactly, because I feel like there's something more you want me to know. This is really pulling on my energy. So,
okay, I'll tell you.
No, I don't want to be told.
You don't want to be told?
I do not want to be told. No. Okay. I don't want to be told. But I will say this. Isabella, if what I said to you does not make sense, PM me and I will get back to you. All right? Because I can interpret things symbolically as well. But I do, again, I feel like things are fishy. Okay? And I don't know how else to say that than simply it's a fishy situation with, and I don't, there's a woman around.
The way he got cancer.
There's a woman involved here that I don't trust. Okay. That is involved, that took advantage, and that's why he doesn't want you to trust so easily. She's like the wicked stepmother or something. I don't know. From like Cinderella. Is it Cinderella?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So many things that he loved. He just enjoyed life. He loved the good food, and he just lived rich in that way, that he appreciated it all so much, and it was taken from him. It's to me, it isn't. It's fishy. Someone was involved in this. Okay, someone assisted him in becoming ill. Okay, and he doesn't necessarily want that person to have anything. All right. And in fact, he's calling that person a troll. Okay. Everywhere you go, he's right with you. Okay. Here's my vision. You are walking down the street and in this little scooter, like go-kart kind of thing. All right. Like if you can make a little model of it for your children, like if they're in Boy Scouts or something. We did that one year for my oldest son. He'll probably want to take me down for saying this, but we made a little go-kart and you just roll them around and whoever's is the fastest wins. But it's like this little go-kart. And when you're walking, your dad is in this thing right next to you. So I don't know why he chooses to sit rather than walk next to you. I feel like it's because he's still healing. He's still kind of weak from the illness. I'm not a medical doctor at all. Not at all, people. I look to, like, the movie, The Sixth Sense, where there was a little girl and she was trying to tell the child, that could see dead people, that was so scared that she was poisoned by her mother, and she was showing him on the video. She pushed the video under the bed, and that little boy was so scared of spirits, but then he learned they just wanted something. So they just wanted to be heard, and then when he helped them, they moved on. Just like Bruce Willis, who was, also had moved on and didn't know it. I feel I'm going to say the word arsenic. I'm saying the word arsenic because that's what Spirit's telling me to do. All right. So I said it, and I hope it makes sense.
She used to see shadow people.
What?
She used to see shadow people.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's what I got for you. And I don't know, but I am out of time.
Yes.
And I love and adore every single one of you. I truly do. I pray for everyone every day. Okay, everyone. I don't want to miss anybody.
Subscribe.
Yeah, I don't want to miss anybody. Please, if you enjoyed your reading or you enjoy anything that I do, please hit like and hit subscribe and share this out where you can. It really helps me. I need to get more with YouTube's algorithm so I can help more people. Please. I really appreciate it. And I do love you all, and I do pray for every single one of you every day. And I will be back on Monday. Okay. What? On Facebook. Monday night, Dallas, 7 p.m. US MST. I will come back on for my Friday night shows. Maybe not yet. Okay. Or whatever night it is. We'll keep you informed. I do still have my reading special. So if you want to contact me, it's Beth McGee on Messenger. Okay. Or you can send a message to Veilles on Facebook, VEILLES. Also, we have the Reverend Jeannie's Facebook show on Tuesday nights and YouTube show on Wednesdays. And then we have Paul Gazzino on Sundays and Sky Morgan on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So hopefully we will get to more and more people. And I love and adore you, and have a wonderful week.